out to the top to Washington. Spins it to the corner with another three by Sanford. Air ball, no good. Rebound hit the floor. Back up, Carter, no. Tip, hey, fight for it. Put it back, Sebastian, no. Rebound is going to come out to the guard spot and Donald Harris. Harris forced out of bounds and a foul call. Foul will be called on Walker. His first, team's first. And the game's first foul. So here's Terrence Morton. Morton with the right-hand dribble. Look, they tried to go on a little back cut to Major Weems. It wasn't there. Morton still with a lot of ball handling. Chance right into the contest as well. Now here goes Harris. Harris stops. Short corner jumper. No good. Rebound is going to come down to Ronnie Walker. Laney at 5-2 on the year, and they're put up a season-high 88 points against Westside. A turnover on that possession. Taking away now, here come the Raiders. They come back this way. Stop, jumper, Harris, no good. Rebound ripped down by Wright. Wright now spins it back out to Wimberly, who goes back to the top to Morton. Back over to Harris. Harris, dribble drive, layup, rolling in good. Donald Harris' first field goal. So it's 7-6 now. Laney with the 1-point lead. 3:13 to go. Walking it across the timeline, as I mentioned now. Laney coming in at 60.7 points per game, and they're allowing 42.8 points per game. Losses to Glen Hills and Greenbrier this season. And the one to Glen Hill this week, 62-61. Laney, the 2A school, Mays, the 6A school. A driving swoop and score by Ronnie Walker, his second field goal. Ronnie Walker went flying down the lane. 2:40 to go, 9-6, and now Laney gonna come out with a little full court press. A little token pressure there. Washington picks up Harris. Harris with the right-hand dribble on the right side. 2.5 to go. Harris goes around the screen, roll action, gives it to Wimberly. Wimberly gonna spin, up, fake, up, and count it. And the foul. Kendall Wimberly got the roll, and he'll go to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play the hard way. Foul will be called on Nigel Carter. Carter his first, team second. Substitutions now for Laney. Jamonte Anthony will check into the contest, number 20, and also Donald Henley will check in. This team is deeper, and they got a lot of folks on that bench for the Laney Wildcats and Coach Park's squad. Coach Faulkner having a word with his other 4 players who are not on the free throw line. The three-point play is completed by Wimberly. We're tied at 9. So here comes Donald Henley, the senior. A senior with the right-hand dribble, picked up, now he spins it to the right side, putting it on the floor is Carter. Carter spins it over in the left corner, underneath, layup, easy, wide open. Jamonte Anthony off the bench and into the scorebook. Jamonte Anthony, 11-9, and now more substitutions for Mays. Jamarcus Laster will be checking in at the next whistle. Weems, backcourt. Major Weems stepped on the timeline. It's a over and back and a turnover for the Raiders. Substitution now. Weems will come out. Laster will go in. DeJuan Griffin also now into the contest for the Laney Wildcats. And let's see. The official said go ahead and play ball. Here's Henley. Henley now gives it over to Griffin. Griffin goes around the screen from Anthony. They'll set it back up, trying to work something on the backside. Here's Henley. Henley on the left wing. 2 hard dribble. Stop, step back just to the elbow. It's good. Donald Henley, the senior, again off the bench and into the scorebook. 13-9, 90 seconds to go first quarter. Glad that you are with us. The Laney Mays I-20 B-Ball Classic presented by AUG B-Ball. Stop. Harris, a long left wing 3. Skips off the rim. No good. Nice rebound. Here they come out on the outlet and running as Griffin. Griffin is going to go all the way. Shot up. No, he lost his footing. No foul call. Carter back up. No, he was bothered. And now here comes Harris away with it for the Mays Raiders. They're running. He's got numbers. Here's Wimberly, and the pass was deflected. Good job of coming back and breaking up the fast break. Donald Henley. Laney in the gray threads with the red numbers and the Jordan brand threads. And isn't that fitting, huh, Laney? The name of the high school Jordan went to. Substitutions, more of them now. Tony Sanford will check back into the contest now for the Laney Wildcats. Inbound, spins it to the corner. Here's Harris, a corner 3. Hill of the rim, no. Rebound, Wimberly, put it on the floor and lost it. Now they fight for it down low, and there's a jump ball called. Jump ball. And the possession arrow will give it to the Laney Wildcats. A 2-man ref crew today. And we're glad that you are with us. Zay Kroom now off the bench now for Mays. Harris will come out. Short bench for the Raiders. Only 10 on that bench. So now here is Henley. Henley now spins it and gives it over to Dwan Griffin. Griffin with the left hand dribble. Griffin's trying to put him on skates. Gives it back over to Henley. Henley being worked on defensively by Elijah Snelling, who's in. There's a drive. Henley scores. They push the lead out to 6 now, 15-9, final 30 seconds. Wimberly now gives it over to Snelling. Snelling up ahead, caught there by Jamarcus. He puts it up, no good. Rebound ripped down by Kroom. Kroom fighting for it, and it's taken away. A steal by Anthony. Anthony gives it over, now here comes Washington. Washington up the right side with 10 seconds to go. Washington around the screen, kicks it over into the corner. Open, Griffith for 3, no. Rebound is going to be ripped down by Wimberly, and a foul call. And Tony Sanford upset is going to be on Jarvis Washington, his first, team's third. But Sanford was upset. He felt like Wimberly was throwing his elbow. There's a long pass, and they will not get it off as the clock runs out. So we are at the end of the first quarter. It is Mays trailing Laney 15-9. You're watching the I-20 B-Ball Classic presented by AUG B-Ball on SUV TV. AUG Ball provides unparalleled coverage of hoops in the Augusta and greater CRSA area. Follow AUG B-Ball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. AUG B-Ball. Glad that you're back with us here. 8 minutes back up on the clock. It looked like a little difference in the scoreboard on each end, but we are now underway. 15-9, second quarter underway. Glad that you were with us. Laney, 5 different players to score in that first quarter. They are 5-2 on the year. Mays coming in at 3-4, and they're averaging 60.3 points per game are the Mays Raiders. Harris, Morton, Kroom. There's a drive by Harris. No good. Rebound going to come down to Javonte Anthony. Now here they push it with Henley. Henley with the hesitation. Henley goes in. Get it out. Shot sent away by Kroom. Zay Kroom now with the block. Here comes Morton back up this way. Brandon Potts also on the floor along with Wimberly. So it is Kroom, Wimberly, Potts, Morton, and Harris, the 5 on the floor for the Mays Raiders. For the Laney Wildcats, it is Griffin, Henley, Anthony, and a cut down the lane. Get it out, and a foul call. And he went up for the shot. Coach Parks doesn't like it as well. Coach Faulkner now bringing Morton down this way. The foul was called on Jamonte Anthony. The refs now, the crowd was already a little anxious with them not being here, and they're going to start injecting some stuff in it. You will hear about it today. Griffin, Sanford, Anthony, Washington, and Henley, the 5 on the floor for the Wildcats. Free throw in and out, and no good by Brandon Potts. Walker and Henley each had 4 apiece for the Wildcats in that first quarter. Potts gets ready for his second free throw. Potts takes his time, sticks it up in there good. Oh, Brandon Potts gets his mark in the book. It's 15-10, Laney with a 5-point lead, and they are in possession, and here comes Donald Henley. Henley, the senior guard, with the right-hand dribble, comes across the timeline. He's picked up by Harris, spins it over to the left side. Holding it now is Washington. Washington being worked on by Wimberly. Picked up the dribble on the wing, now looking for a cutter. They spin it out to Anthony, now back out to Washington, and they'll be patient with 6:45, less than that now. Ronnie Walker walks up to the scorer's table. Nice pass, dumped it off to the left. Now gonna drive, swooping across the lane. Shot bothered and blocked. Rebound, hit the floor, back up. Washington, he was fouled. Kind of wild there. Foul call out, and it will be on Brandon Potts. That'll be his first, and Mays is first. Mays hit with the first foul. On Washington now will go to the free throw line. Jarvis Washington, first free throw, good. Got a lot of that back iron, popped up in the air and then fell back down. Sebastian Marmelejo is back into the contest for Laney. Free throw, good from Washington. He made them both. Substitution now, he will go out and Ronnie Walker will come in for the Laney Wildcats. 2A Laney, 6A Mays in the I-20 B-Ball Classic presented by AugBball on SUV TV. Now holding it back is Morton. Morton with the left-hand dribble, almost had it taken away from him. Morton kept on his feet, not knocked down, no call. That's a travel there and a jump ball call. It'll go over to the Mays Raiders. So now here comes Laney with Henley. Henley walks it across the timeline, pointing out instructions to Sebastian. They go 1-4 now. Moves it to the right, gets a screen back from Griffin, not there, spins it to the corner. Sebastian could not catch it cleanly, so he goes back up top. They spin it around. Here's Griffin. Griffin down low now to Anthony. Anthony to Griffin. Griffin gonna go on the baseline. It was cut off. Pass right back, shot no good by Walker. Tip, fight for it, and Harris comes away with it out of the guard spot. This Laney team has had much success in recent years, a number of trips to the Final Four and the Elite Eight as well. Potts lost it, a turnover. Henley with the steal, gets it up ahead to Griffin. Griffin gonna stop, spin, up, layup, left hand, left side, it's good. DeJuan Griffin, his first field goal. And it's 19-10 with 5:24 to go. Laney now with that full court pressure. And the passing lane was almost shot by Sebastian. Here comes Morton. Morton gonna drive awkwardly into the air. Got the roll, Terrence Morton. He has 4 points in the contest. 19-12. 5:06 to go. Coach Park upset now as he's standing down there for these Laney Wildcats. Across the timeline now, here comes Henley. Henley with the left-hand dribble, worked on by Potts. Henley gonna blow right by him, shot up, no, offensive foul. Donald Henley. Oh, Henley picks up his first, team's fifth. Substitutions now. Chase Wright into the contest, and Brandon Potts will take a seat. Coach Faulkner giving out the instructions. Mays, as you know, they've been successful. 2010 runner-up, they was state champs in 03 and under 4 under the head coach Mack, who lineage was left here. He put his stamp on it here at Mays. They tie him up, jump ball in the corner, and let's see, the possession arrow will be in favor of the Mays Raiders. No, they called a foul. A hold call. And they call it on Ronnie Walker. So Walker has picked up his second. The team 6, 4:38 to go. Morton holds between the rings. Now spins it over to Harris. Mays trying to find some form of a flow. Here's Wright, picked up the dribble. To Harris in the corner, stops, pump fake, puts it on the floor. A 3-ball, it is good. Donald Harris rattled it right on down the milk crate. 19-15, 4-point ball game. So now here's Henley across the timeline with the right-hand dribble. Long arms of Chance Wright defensively. Into Sebastian. Sebastian down low, up off the window and scores. Nice move, had his back to the basket and went up confidently to push it out to 21-15. Spins it down, here's Harris. Harris is gonna fly in, the little guard flipped it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Laney, and now here they push it. Griffin up ahead, stop, there's Walker. Nice run and feed to Anthony, get it out of here. That shot sent away. Coach Faulkner still not pleased, though, about the bunnies they're missing down on the offensive end, but the defense there, they are protecting that rim when they can. Looks, and there's the inbound now to Henley. Donald Henley, the senior guard, kicks it to the corner, and here comes Walker, Ronnie Walker, all the way back out to the top. Laney also trying to find some fluidity with their offense. Walker drives, mid-post jump shot, no, and he was fouled on the shot. And we'll wait on the official to let us know who it will be on. It will be on Chance Wright, so it'll be his first, team's second. Laney coming in off that 1-point heartbreaking loss to Glen Hills earlier this week. Free throw, good for Walker, Ronnie Walker. His first free throw of the game, his 5th point. It's 22-15. Laney has led the entire way so far. Second free throw is good. Walker now with 6 points, 23-15. Now here is Major Weems. Weems now spins it to Morton. Morton puts it on the floor, now spins it all the way up into the corner to Wimberly. Wimberly now will come back out with the left hand dribble and they'll set up the offense and work it. He's being picked up by Anthony. Jelante Anthony picks him up. There's a drive by Harris. Stop, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound, ripped down. Wimberly back up and in. Good move by Kendall Wimberly. He has 5 points in the game, sticking and staying with it and showing that heart, hustle, and muscle underneath the basket. 23-17. It's still a 6-point ball game. Henley over to Sebastian. Sebastian now holds it as they run the cut. Sebastian around the screen. Goes swooping down the lane, lost it, recovered it, out of bounds, a turnover. So Sebastian a little out of control there. Here comes more substitutions. Here comes Zay Bonner, the senior. He'll check in for the first time, replacing DeJuan Griffin. Bonner number 12, Sebastian 15, Anthony 20, Harris 2, and Henley 4. The 5 on the floor for the Laney Wildcats as we go under 2.5 minutes to go. Here's Harris. Harris dribbled right to the corner and then picked up the dribble. Gives it to Wright. Wright turns and lays it in. Good chance. Wright, his first field goal. 23-19. Now here's Henley. Henley spins it back out. And here's Walker. Walker, long, athletic. Being worked on by Harris, who's trying to get the count. Goes around the screen. Spins it off. Henley, catch, fire, a 3. Bottoms. Donald Henley off the screen and drop home a 3 ball. 26-19. There it is. Pushed right back out there to 7. It's been around the 4, 5, 6, 7 mark most of the day. Here's Harris on the left wing. He's picked up defensively by Bonner. On the bounce pass to Wright. Wright caught it, feeds it back to Harris. Harris jump stopping through the lane, spins it out to Morton. Morton hesitated, left his feet, so Wright pulls a long 3. It's off, no good. Rebound chased down by Anthony, taken away. Harris layup easy inside. Donald Harris. 84 seconds. Laney still sitting now with that 5-point lead. It's been between 4 and 7 most of the day. Here comes Walker hesitating back to Henley. Henley caught it, drove down the lane, flipped it up, could not get the roll. Rebound Anthony. They knock it away and take it away as Morton. Morton with the steal. He's got Wimberly if he has his head up. He does not. Now here comes Morton hesitating with the left hand dribble, gives it over, spins, right, bounce pass, inside, reverse. Badly missed, no good. I thought he was going to make that thing look nice, did Wimberly. He blew it. Sebastian dribbles to the sideline, picks up the dribble. Now gives it to Henley. Henley in the corner. A long 3. Good. Off the bench and into the scorebook. Zay Bonner. A 3 ball. 29-21. There's 8 points. 40 seconds. Holding it. Now gives it to Harris. Harris at the top. Harris tried to drive and Bonner played defense on him and forced the turnover. Here comes Henley. Henley into the forecourt. Up ahead. Now here comes Zay. A jumper. It is no good by Bonner. Rebound comes off the Chance Wright with 20 seconds. Less than that now. Here's Wright. Goes behind the back. Hesitating. 14 seconds. A lot of dribbling from Wright. Still dribbling. Pass to Wimberly. Wimberly tried to hit it on the backdoor cut. A turnover out of bounds. It will stay with Mays. Almost was a turnover with 5 and 16 seconds. Substitution. Here comes Nigel Carter, the 6'4 senior, back in. Man, he spent a long time there on the bench, did Carter. He checks back into the contest. Baseline out of bounds with 5.6 seconds to go in the half. Looking, gets it to right. Right to Harris. Harris, no space, turns, shoots a long three at the horn, no good. And we are at the end of the first half. It is the Laney Wildcats with a 29-21 lead over the Mays Raiders. Stay in the loop on all of the hoop notes and clips in the Augusta area. Follow AugBball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. AugBball at the half, 29-21 leading Mays. Laney versus Mays, the I-20 B-Ball Classic SUV TV, presented by AugBball. Joe Hillsman back here with you as we get ready for the second half. Laney holding a 29-21 advantage. They've had 8 different players score. Donald Henley leading the way with 7. Ronnie Walker with 6. They are the highs for the Laney Wildcats. For the Mays Raiders, they come in at 3-4. They are led by Donald Harris. He has 7 points. So the game high is 7 points, and that's shared by Donald Harris of Mays and by Donald Henley of Laney. Mays 3-4, as I mentioned, on the year, and are coming in at 60.3 points per game and allowing 58 points per game, coming off a loss last night to Tri-Cities as they get ready to for the second half, with Laney warming up as well. Laney has not yet came back out of the locker room. I got distracted by the beautiful smell of pizza. It has been an outstanding day here at Mays. I just want to thank the hospitality room, the wonderful ribs today. Oh my goodness. And then the fish around here, I tweeted about it earlier. We were waiting on the refs. I broke down. I went to the concession stand and got the fish. I couldn't help it. It was piping hot. Mays is always a fun place to come and be. Now I look over and I see pizza. I don't know how much room I got left, but it is quite enjoyable here, man. I'm glad that you are with us wherever you are. Phone, tablet, laptop, desktop. Glad that you are with us. AugBball provides unparalleled coverage of hoops in the Augusta and greater CSR area. Follow AugBball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. AugBball. That's the Central Savannah River area for those of you who may not be familiar with that. Richmond County. That's where Augusta is. Laney, Butler, Glen Hills, Hephzibah, all of those schools out that way, right there bordering South Carolina. I-20, that's how you get there, hence the I-20 Classic here. All right, they reset the clock. Coach Faulkner in the huddle, giving his final instructions to his Mays Raiders as they get ready to take the floor. Trailing by 8, they have not led in this contest. Laney has led the entire way, 29-21, as we get ready to start the second half. Mays at home, all in white, white tops, white bottoms. They've got the Columbia blue numbers, the gold trim, and Laney all in gray, gray tops, gray bottoms, the Jordan brands. Laney's in white, trimmed in red, red numbers trimmed in white, and of course they've got the red trim. I like the snazzy uniforms for the Laney Wildcats. So they'll inbound it. Here's Morton. So it'll be Wright, Morton, Harris, Wimberly, and Weems, the 5 on the floor that will start it for the Mays Raiders. For Laney, it will be Dakis King, a young sophomore who did not play in the first half. He starts the second half. Inside, Wimberly goes down low, and Weems lost it. They fight for it on the floor, and Laney's going to come away with it, and that's going to be Griffin, Daquan Griffin in. Up ahead to King. King to Griffin, and he'll spin it across. And Jordan Stringer, a freshman, also gets the start. So Coach Parks either sending a message to his starters from earlier or just really want to get some game experience from these young ones. Inbound, Griffin looking, and he shoots it back out to King. Tyree spins it over. Here's Griffin. Griffin holds it. Nigel Carter also on the floor for the Laney Wildcats. Picked up the dribble, now spins it up to the top. Here's Jonathan Taylor. Taylor down to King. Ball knocked away by Wimberly. Griffin, Taylor, Carter, King, and Stringer, the 5 on the floor for the Laney Wildcats. He pulls it back with the left-hand dribble. It's Griffin. He is a lefty. Feeds it down low. Stringer now back out to Griffin. Griffin below the foul line, spins it to the corner to Taylor. Taylor faked the pass, didn't make the pass. Now dribbles it back out, and they'll reset it up. The senior Daquan Griffin now at the controls. He gets the screen from Stringer. Spins it back to Stringer. Stringer goes below. Shot up off the window. No good. Back tap. Rebound comes right to Griffin, who floats it in with the left hand. Daquan Griffin, his second field goal. It's 31-21, and there's your first double-digit lead of the day. Right, holds it. Now stops and spins it in the corner to Harris. Harris now puts it on the floor with the left hand. Spins it right into the middle. Here's Weems. Weems going to go. Took some contact, no call. Rebound offensively, but then a turnover after that. 6:05, and now another turnover. He stepped on the line. Coach Faulkner highly upset. He tells Zay Hurst to get up off the bench and go get in a contest, and Kendall Wimberly will take a seat. Baseline out of bounds on the inbound now. 6:04 to go. Looking as Morton gets it out high to Hurst. Hurst down low to Weems, spins it in the corner. There's a long three. Harris, hill of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Major Weems. So Major puts it on the floor, now goes back out to Harris. Harris now going to drive down the line. Kicks it out to the corner. Hurst, a three. Good. Zay Hurst off the bench and into the scorebook. He's a starter. Did not score in that first half. It is 31-24 now. 7-point game. That's kind of where they've been most of the day. 4, 5, 6, 7, except for just popping it out to 10. So DeQuan right back at you. No, an air ball. Hurst getting effective and gets the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll go over to the Mays Raiders. So Zay Hurst, who got the start in the game, did not start in this second half, had not scored in that first half. He got up off the bench and busted him out of three, and now it came down and inflicted some hustle. So here comes a token full court pressure, and Hurst is going to go. Pass is going to be intercepted by Griffin. Coach Faulkner furious with him. So he's going to get it up ahead. Here's Stringer. Stringer with the right hand dribble. Stringer left his feet. Bad pass taken away. Here comes Donald Harris on the break. Harris doesn't have numbers. Harris all the way. Get it out of here. DeQuan Griffin sends it away. 5:07. Inbound. Stop. Catch. Fire. Weems. Three. No good. Rebound is to King. Daquise King, a young sophomore, getting his first burn. 3 minutes gone by. Down low, Taylor falling off balance, no good. Chance Wright with the rebound and a tie-up, and let's see, the possession arrow will remain with the Laney Wildcats. Laney 5-2, as I mentioned, on the year, and they come in averaging 60.7 points. They scored a season-high 88 in a victory over Westside this season. Inbound, up, Stringer, no, Stringer, rebound, up on the other side, no, out of bounds, and it will stay with Laney. Coach Parks, though, likes the effort and the battle coming from Coach Stringer. Just observing the ball kind of got away. If you're not familiar with this beautiful gymnasium, the seats are rather far back from the floor, so there's a lot of open walk area there versus when you're just, from usually what you'll see. And another difference is they have the padding on the top of the baskets here at Mays as well, in addition to the bottom. You don't see that often. King gonna drive, float it with the right hand, no. Taylor rebound, no. Get that shot out of here. Chance Wright, another long block. The long arm of the law. Chance Wright sends it away. 31-24. Coach Faulkner, though, not pleased. It will be a timeout call. It is a 30-second timeout, and it is charged to Mays as they trail 31-24. AugBball provides unparalleled coverage of hoops in the Augusta and greater CSRA area. Follow AugBball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. AugBball. (31-24), 4:22 to go. Driving layup, good by Donald Harris. Harris with his first points here in the second half, and Mays all of a sudden has it back down to 5. And it's a little 5-0 run since Laney had that lead at 31-21. Drive, no good. Rebound, Carter could not come away with it. Weems picks it up, protects it, and gives it to Morton. Morton will be picked up by Griffin in the backcourt immediately, though, as he comes across the timeline. Moving with the right-hand dribble, now going to spin with the left, now gives it to Wright. Wright holding on the left wing for the Mays Raiders. They're trailing by 5, trying to get it closer than that. Morton spins it to the corner. Harris, pump fake, 2 dribbles. Jumper, good. Donald Harris trying to come to life out of the guard spot. He's cut the lead to 3 now. It's 31-28, a 7-0 Mays ready to run. 11 points now for Harris. He's the first player in the contest in double figures. Griffin feeds it in to Carter. Carter catch, hard jump, moves, shot up, rolled off, no. Right tipped it, King recovers, short corner jumper, good. His first field goal, Darkeese King. 33-28, 5-point game, 3:07 to go. Weems gets it across the timeline. The trap causing a problem, and it forced a turnover. The trapping defense was able to come in there and force the turnover, and now checking back in will be Ronnie Walker and Donald Henley. King will take a seat, and Griffin will take a seat. Coach Parks has to be pleased as he got solid minutes from a young sophomore in Darkeese King. Major Weems will take a seat. Henley walks it across with the left hand dribble. Worked on by Harris, feeding the post. And they kick it back out to the top. Taylor, 1 dribble, spins it to the corner to Henley. Good close out by Harris. He goes baseline, leaves it off for Stringer, who scores. So Jordan Stringer, his first field goal. And now they push the lead back out to 7 again. So a 7-0 run. Closed it to 3, but now back-to-back hoops by Laney pushed it back out to 7. Harris holds it on the left wing. He's worked on defensively by Walker. Morton with a crossover, drives, now goes down the lane. Up, shot bothered by Potts. Potts could not get it. Taylor stripped it away. Long lead pass. Harris, man, got jets and speed. He gets the steal. Here comes Donald Harris. Harris heading to the middle of the floor. Left his feet on the pass. Kickback. Potts open. A 3. No. Rebound. Taylor. And a foul call. It'll be a loose ball foul over the back. Zay Hurst hit with the foul. 1:58 to go. One clock says 1:58, the other clock says 2:02. Now the other clock says 1:58. 38-28. And Coach Faulkner upset. The third ref just walked on the floor and called a foul. I just noticed that. The third ref just walked into the game and called a foul. He has no idea the fluidity of the game and how the game has been going. I understand Coach Faulkner upset. The referees, they have dominated this ball game. Why? They didn't get here till about an hour and a half later. We could have played 2 games. Substitution now. Here comes DeMarcus Laster into the contest. And now Mr. Ref, the third one that got his, he's the man in charge now. He's the boss. He's acting like he's the crew chief. I guess he's here. Let me leave him alone. He literally walked in the gym. Nobody saw him, and he blew a whistle. I've never seen that before. So now we have a 3-man crew, but the way we got to the third man is absolutely funny. Potts spins it in the corner. Here comes Morton. Morton back out to Potts. Potts pump fakes. Potts gonna drive. Left of the lane. Flipped it up. He left it short. No. Rebound comes back to Potts. Potts bounces it underneath. Mays, no fluidity on the offensive end. Sebastian comes away with it. Now here's Henley. Henley now spins it over to Sebastian. Sebastian's gonna drive. No, he's not there. Flip on the left side. Scoring good. Gonna get up. A timeout is called. A timeout call by Coach Faulkner. Coach Faulkner is highly upset at this new official, and I don't blame him, quite honestly. Timeout is called. I don't blame him. I don't blame the new official for Coach Faulkner being highly upset at the new official. As we take a look there for you, he just walked in the gym and called the foul. I'm sorry. He didn't wait till there was a break in the action. He didn't come by the scores table and let nobody know he was here. All of a sudden, he walked in the gym and just called foul. Oh, man. Stay in the loop of all of the hoops, notes, and clips in the Augusta area. Follow AugBball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. AugBball. Joel Hillsman, glad that you are with us. I'm going to leave the ref alone now. If you notice, he was walking. He's lined up now as the center official. 37-28, 1:01 to go third quarter. Did you see him walk in the gym? Oh, and now Coach Faulkner is getting an explanation from one of the refs that was here. That is comical. I'm going to try and stop talking about it. Coach Faulkner is upset. I mean, he would be too. He was irritated before the game when the refs weren't even here. Then he gets two, and then the third one just walks in, get out the car, and walk in the gym and call a foul. Harris, no good. Here comes Henley. Henley skips it up ahead. Stringer all the way, 1-2, Euro layup. Good. Jordan Stringer back-to-back field goals. Push the lead up now to 39-28. They have not given them the 39 yet on the scoreboard. Pass was dangerous. Harris recovers it, skips it down, and it's going to be taken away by Henley. Long outlet pass. Here comes Walker all the way left. Good. Ronnie Walker. All of a sudden, the points are not populating for, there we go. All right, 41. Oh, well, it's 41 on one scoreboard, 37 on another one. 12. Oh, man, the score. Pass is stolen. Here comes Henley. Henley all the way left. Good off the window. Donald Henley. I don't know how much time is left. There's the horn right there. The clocks are off on each end. I don't know if that's a home court advantage or something, and then we've got the long horn. All right, 43-28, biggest lead. Laney leads as we go to the fourth quarter right here, the SUVTV.com. AugBball provides unparalleled coverage of hoops in the Augusta and greater CSRA area. Follow AugBball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. AugBball, 43-28, a 15-point lead now as we begin the fourth quarter for the Laney Wildcats. Driving baseline is Sanford up and in scoring. Tony Sanford, Sandford. 45-28, 17-point lead. There's a three ball, though. Bang. Out of the left corner for Zay Hurst. Hurst with his second three of the day. A 7-0 run for Mays in that third quarter when they trailed by 10, and those were the only 7 points they scored. Henley, a deep three, rattles it on in. Donald Henley, a three ball, his third three of the contest. Push the lead back out to 17. That's the largest so far. Another turnover. Here comes Laney. Inflicted. Alley. Nice back tap pass. Layup. Blew it. No good. Rebound comes down. Chance right, and he was fouled. Laney trying to slowly open up the door and begin to blow this thing wide open. They lead by 17 points, 48-31. Kendall Wimberly will take a seat. Major Weems back into the contest for the Mays Rangers. I like Laney, man. They've shown a lot of depth. They've played a lot of players, and Coach Parks showing he can trust his team and trying to instill that confidence in them. A lot of people across the way in the red came from Augusta and this Laney Wildcat squad. The girls game coming up next, and that should be fun. Mays taking their time. 2 minutes or a minute and a half gone by. There's a drive. Harris flips it up, left it short. Sebastian tipped it, and Henley comes away with it. Long outlet pass, and now here's Sanford. Sanford gonna go all the way. Drop it off now to Walker. Walker scoops it to Washington. Washington back to Walker. Back out to the top to Henley. They're moving the ball and zipping it around right here in front of Coach Parks, and he says, hey, be easy with it. So here's Ronnie Walker. Walker with 8 points in the contest. Gets a screen, goes around it, left hand dribble to the elbow, now spins it off now to Washington. Washington back in. Weems shot the passing lane. Weems gonna go on a break and lay it in. Major Weems, his 4th point of the contest. They've got it down to 15. Do they have another push in them? There's a drive all the way, and Washington scores. Jarvis Washington, his 2nd field goal. He has 6 points in the contest. They push the lead back up to the largest of the day of 17. The Laney crowd and the Laney cheerleaders now beginning to make some noise. Morton gonna drive up off the window. No. Foul was called, and let's see what they call it on the floor. No, they'll call it on the shot, and the foul called on Jarvis Washington. And Washington picks up his 2nd. And the team's 2nd. There's not been a lot of fouls called in this game, but the funniest one was the ref right here in front of me. Got out the car, walked into the gym, and blew a foul. Oh, man. Morton free throw, no good. He left it off on the front of iron. .5:17 to go. Still a 17-point advantage. Free throw. It's good. So he split them, did Terrence Morton. 50-34. Sebastian now will go out, and reaching deeper down in the bench now will be Donovan Jackson, the sophomore, 6'3". Jackson tucked in that gray Jordan Brand Laney jersey and walked on down the other end. They break the press. Here comes Washington all the way, floated, no good. Rebound ripped down and protected by Zay Hurst. Hurst gives it over to Donald Harris. They're trailing by 16. Here's Harris with the right-hand dribble. Now gets the screen from Weems. Gonna go below the free throw line in the corner. Stop, a 3, no good. Rebound right, tipped it to Hurst. Hurst back out to Morton. Morton put it on the floor, drives to the left, kicks it out. Weems open, a 3-ball, no. Tip, rebound, Hurst underneath, they knock it away. Henley comes away with it. Here comes Donald Henley with the right-hand dribble, across the timeline, spins his way down to the left lane, flipped it up with the reverse, and it did not go. Donald Henley has been impactful in his time into the contest. He has 12 points. Jonathan Taylor got that 2-point bucket earlier. I had to get that corrected in the 3rd quarter. I didn't give him credit for that. Free throw good for Donald Henley. And the lead now back out to 17. Wright will come out. Elijah Snelling will check back in. So the short bench, only 10 players, all 10 have gotten in for Mays. And just about everyone, let me just check it. Maurice Page not here. Taquez Reddick as well. So let's see. 2nd free throw is good for Henley, so he knocks them both in. And there's the biggest lead now, 18 points with 4.5 to go. It was 8 points at the half. And Mays got it to 3, and then that was it. Harris drive, no good. Rebound, Weems back up, and he was fouled on the play. It was 31-21. Mays made a 7-0 run to make it 31-28, and Laney took off from there. So Weems will go to the free throw line. Foul was called on Tony Sanford, his first, team's 3rd. Weems' free throw is good. 4:23 to go. Weems will get one more. Free throw is good. Weems with 6 in the contest, and he makes both of his free throws. He's an even 2 of 2, 52-36 now. Laney has, as I mentioned, just pulled away, approaching their average now, 60.7 points per game. They only allow 42.8. On pace for that as well. Driving baseline, they kick it back out, stops, finds the three-point line, air ball, no good. Rebound to Morton. Morton outletting pass up to Hurst. Hurst catches, lays it up and scores. Zay Hurst. Hurst now in the contest has 8. Right up off the bench for Mays, and we'll check back in just a moment. Along with Crooms, Croom. Laney just kind of did what they had to do. It got sloppy there for a little while in that third quarter, but then they just took off, and then they go reaching deeper on the bench. Laney, man, they have a deep team now. They showed some depth, and they're trying to show that they can improve and be a force in 2A. They hung it tooth and nail with Glen Hills the other night before falling by 1. Here's Morton. Morton now in the corner, holding it is Hurst. Now back out to Snelling. Snelling, stop. There's a jumper. It is short. No. Hurst with the rebound, and he was fouled as he went into the hoop. A good move staying with it. Zay Hurst has injected some energy. The foul will be called on Donovan Jackson, the young sophomore, his first, team's 4th. But it'll be 2 shots coming up for Zay Hurst, who has 8 in the contest, and this will be his first trip to the free throw line. Goes through his free throw routine. It's good. Here comes Zay Bonner back into the contest, the senior for Laney, number 12. Hit him a 3-ball earlier today in that second quarter. 3:09 remaining, 52-39. One more free throw coming up for Hurst. It is good. So Hurst now in double figures, and he did it all here in this second half. King didn't cross the timeline. He gives it to Griffin, who does. 3 minutes, less than that now. Feeding the post, back to the basket, inside out. Now here comes Bonner. Bonner, nothing there, and bears it back out to Griffin. The lead is at 12. Does Mays have any kind of push? They've been behind all day. Step back, Griffin, jumper, no good. Rebound, tip. Kroom saves it, and he gives it over to Snelling. Here come the Mays Raiders, trailing by 12. Do they have any kind of push left in them? 2:35 to go. Snelling to Kroom. Kroom holds it, looks trapped in the corner. Bad pass. Snelling couldn't recover it, and the battle, it goes behind his back. He's going to pick it up, and now here comes Griffin. Griffin back this way. Griffin shovels it off. There's a layup to Anthony. Blew it. A blown layup by Javante Anthony. Mays another opportunity, but the clock working against him. A long lead pass to Kroom, layup. He blew a bunny. Kroom couldn't get it. Outletting it now. Here comes Griffin. Major Weems comes up. Griffin fell down. No call. Kick it to the left. Stop. A 3-ball. Bonner. No. Kroom got the rebound. You can tell Kroom is going to be okay once he gets his game polished up. Big 33 for the Mays Raiders. Here comes Griffin. Griffin now spins it into the corner. A long 3. Hurst. Hill of the rim. No. Wright with the rebound. Wright turns around and was pushed. Was not looking for the shot. A foul called on Donovan Jackson. So Jackson picks up his second foul. It's the team 5th. And let's see what we have. More substitutions. Yeah, Weems will come in. Harris coming in, as well as Wimberly coming in for the Mays Raiders. Bonner will take a seat for Laney. Also Will Donovan Jackson, the big sophomore, who got some quick burn there but picked up 2 quick fouls. He's one of those that'll learn the game as he becomes more polished too. Harris driving, flipped it up and in and scored. Donald Harris, man. Little jitterbug spunk guy at the starting guard spot and has played his heart out. It's down to 10 with 1.5 minutes to go. There's a drive. He lost it. Let's see. Tyrese Reddick. Yes, Tyrese Reddick into the contest now. So Coach Parks has played everybody. Harris there, and there's a foul. The ref kind of was in the way there, but the foul will be called on Donald Harris. Harris will pick up his second. It'll be the team's 3rd with 1:21 to go. It was 4 to 7 points most of the way. It was 8 at the half. Then Laney pushed it out to 10 before a 7-0 Mays run cut it to 3, and they took off and led by as many as 18. Henley, a 3, good. Donald Henley, his third 3-ball of the day, and that may have done it. They stretch it out now to 13, 55-42. Harris gonna drive all the way, layup good. Donald Harris, little fearless guard going in there, scores, and a timeout call. And let's see, will it be a full or will it be a full timeout? It will be a full timeout. AugBball provides unparalleled coverage of hoops in the Augusta and greater CSRA area. Follow AugBball on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. AugBball. They're a fine follow too, man. Been following AugBall a long time. And Augusta area, it has some ball players. You know it does. Doesn't get a lot of love in the football department, but on the basketball court, they play some good ball. And I mean when you look at it in totality of the coverage throughout the entire state. I do like the Laney threads, though. I really do. Gray tops, red numbers, the Jordan brands. I like those uniforms. Got Wildcats on the back nameplate. 11-point game, 55-44. Inbound now to Griffin. Griffin trapped, one dribble, and spins it up ahead. Now here's Ronnie Walker. Walker across the timeline and skips it across to Henley. Walker long. He's got 8 points in the contest. Zay Hurst really bothering him, and Hurst gets a foul. Foul called on Zay Hurst. That'll be his second. Team's fourth. Chance Wright will be checking back in. Hurst will take a seat. Inbound into the corner. Now here's Henley being worked on by Morton. We're under a minute now, 44 seconds. Trying to get a 5 count, and then there's another foul called by Kendall Wimberly. Wimberly hit. That's only the 15th foul. They still have 2 more to give. 1 more to give before the 1-and-1. The Laney girls are getting ready to take on the Mays girls, as the Mays girls walk through from warming up in their other gym. And a foul given there by Terrence Morton. Morton picks up the foul. That's the team's 6th, so now they're out of fouls to give. And on the 7th foul, it'll be the 1-and-1. 38.3 to go with an 11-point lead. Inbound. Henley now just going to hold it, and I think that may be what they're going to do. Mays was able to foul him and got there to the bonus. The next foul would be the 7th, but I think Mays is just going to leave Laney alone, and Laney's going to walk out of here with a victory in the final 18 seconds. And Coach Faulkner, while the game still is in progress, has walked all the way down to the Laney bench and started shaking the hands as he knows they're just going to dribble the clock out. He's not pleased at the refereeing situation that occurred prior to the game and then what happened during the game, and that will be the final score. Laney with a 55-44 victory. They led by as many as 18 points over the host Mays Raiders. I'll take a quick look at these numbers for you. $17 points for Donald Henley. He had himself a fine day. Ronnie Walker had 8. DeJuan Griffin had 4. Let's see if I have any other high scores. 2, 4, 6. So yeah, a lot of players scored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 players scored for Laney. 11 players scored for Laney, but the high was Donald Henley. For the Mays Raiders on the opposite side, a good second half and a good overall game for Donald Harris. Harris finishes with 15 points for the Mays Raiders. He was their high man. Zay Hurst, he came on, played very well in the second half. He finishes with 10. So the final score, Laney 55, Mays 44. The girls are coming up next right here. The SUVTV.com. Laney Mays, the I-20 B-Ball Classic, presented by AugBball.